Growth is very important, and that is why everybody wants to grow. But in reality, some are growing while others are not growing. And so, an important question is rising. What is making some persons to grow in life? And what is keeping others not to grow? And so, this video is going to answer this question for us, okay? And that is why if you really need to grow in your life, I want you to know that you really have to stop doing these 8 things I'm about to share with you in today's video. Now, let us dive in, okay? Number 1, waiting for motivation. So many persons desire to grow, but what is keeping them is that they are always waiting to be motivated. But in reality, motivation from people don't always come. And it is not because you are not doing things right, but it's because there are some persons, no matter how good you are, they will never motivate you. They will never cheer you up. They will never uplift you. Okay? Because it is so hard and difficult for them to motivate people. For example, you are looking beautiful and you know it, but you might not have any compliment that day. And that does not mean that you are not looking beautiful. That is just it. So many things are making humans to be occupied. They are busy with their own engagements. And so if you're waiting for them to create time that they don't even have, to start motivating you for you to do something, then, my beloved friend, you won't be able to take a step. Sometimes the people we are waiting for them to motivate us, they have not even motivated themselves. They have not even encouraged themselves. And so if they are unable to motivate themselves, why do you think they will motivate you? And so if you really want to grow in life, you must take your growth as your own fight. And so you fight it independently. Learn how to do things on your own without waiting for someone to push you to do it. If you want to wait for motivation from people, you will not be able to do anything. And there are some persons, no matter how hard you try, they won't motivate you. Trust me. Because that is how they are. Don't wait for motivation. So many persons have been waiting for motivation, and their dreams and goals in life have been killed. So my beloved friend, motivate yourself. My people, the Nembe people, they say, if you don't praise me, I will praise myself. If I know I am beautiful, I don't need someone to tell me before I will know it. If I want to do something and fear is coming, and so I need motivation, I will motivate myself to tell myself that, Dora, you can do it. So just do it. I will encourage myself. Others are doing it. They don't have 2 heads, 3 heads. Do it. Highest. I know I will make mistake, but then I'm going to learn from that my mistake, and I will become better. And so I always encourage myself. I always motivate myself. My beloved friend, it is high time you start motivating yourself. Stop waiting for others to motivate you. Now, the second thing that you really need to stop doing is procrastinating important work. For example, you have somewhere, a function to attend to. You have people you want to meet with. Instead of you to pick a time to meet with them, you say, oh, let me meet with them tomorrow. Why tomorrow? If you can do it today, do it now. You know it is for your own good. It is for your own benefit. So why keeping it tomorrow? After all, tomorrow has its own load for you to carry. Tomorrow is unseen. You don't know how your day will go. So what you know and you are sure of is today. And so whatever you have to do today, do it. If you want to read a book, don't say, oh, let me start tomorrow. What is keeping you to start today? You can start today before you know you finish a chapter. Even if you can't finish a chapter that day, the fact is you've started. And so you keep on flipping before you know you finish the book. But when you say, I'll read it tomorrow, tomorrow will come, you push it to the next day. At the end of the day, you are just wasting your time to self-develop yourself. If you need to learn a skill, go ahead and look for where you can learn it. Don't say, oh, I love to get this skill. Tomorrow I'll go and look for where to learn. No. Go ahead, make calls, go out and look for where you can get this skill because it is for your own good. If you need to get married and so you need to go into a relationship, why not start preparing yourself? Prepare yourself so that you can start a relationship and then build on it. Don't say, oh, I'll start a relationship, I'll get married when I finish my master's, when I finish my PhD, or when I achieve this, when I have enough money. What if you don't have all the money you are talking about? Time waits for no man. If you find the right one in your life, why not start a relationship with the person? Why pushing it to tomorrow? Till next tomorrow, before you know it, it is too late and you start regretting. And so stop procrastinating important work in your life. Whatever that is good, that will add value to your life that you need to do, don't push it tomorrow. Do it now. Don't say later. Because later that you are saying can be too late for you. So now is the best time for you to do whatever you want to do. Or are you thinking of creating content? Don't say, I don't have all the gadgets. Don't say, oh, I am not good enough. Start anyhow. As you've started, it means you've committed yourself, and so you find yourself pushing on and pushing on. So whatever you want to do, just do it. Don't push it to tomorrow. Don't push it to the next minute. Whatever you can do now, do it now and do it well. Now, the next thing that you really need to stop if you want to grow is what? Stop blaming others. My beloved friend, I used to be very guilty of this. I can push blames on others. But I got to realize that if you are not responsible for your actions, you can never grow. And so if you want to grow, you really need to stop blaming others. Take responsibility for the mistakes you are making in life. If you think you are stagnant in life, be responsible for it. If you feel you are failing in your relationship, be responsible for it. Be responsible. And if you take responsibility, that is the only way you can grow. Because when you take responsibility, it will enable you to want to know the roots of what is happening in your life and find solution on how to stop it. My beloved friend, so many persons out there are always putting blames on people. If they fail in whatever they do, they point finger at others. If they don't succeed, they point fingers at others. And because they always blame people, when you look at their lives, they are not getting better. Their lives are getting worse and worse by the day. Why? Because they are not responsible for the things they do in life. You were unable to go to school. Instead of you to take the blame for not going to school, you start blaming your parents. You start blaming your siblings. You start blaming your neighbors. You start blaming others. How long? If you really want to grow, you stop pointing fingers. There are some persons, they are sick. Instead of them to think of how they'll take medication, the next thing they start pointing fingers. It is this one that wants to kill me. It is this one that is making me to be sick. My beloved friend, be responsible for yourself and everything that concerns you. You are broke. The next thing, you are pointing fingers at the next person. That it is somebody that is making you to be struggling financially. The question is, okay, you felt someone is making you to be poor. Then those that are rich, why are all these people not stopping them? The difference is they are responsible for their life and you are not. And so if you want to grow in life, if you really want to succeed, you really need to stop putting blame on others and start being responsible for yourself, because it is very important. I am so excited that I am responsible for anything that happens in my life. I take blame. If I am being fooled or foreknown by someone, I take full responsibility for falling. I don't even put the blame on the person because I should have reasoned. You understand? Always be responsible for your actions and your life. Don't push your mistakes, your setbacks, and start blaming others. Now, the fourth thing that you really need to stop if you want to grow in life is fear of failure. So many of us cannot do whatever we want to do in life because we are scared we are going to fail. And why is this fear coming? Because we have failed in the past. And so we are scared. What if I try again and I fail? And so because of this fear, we are scared of taking that bold step. You've had several relationships that failed. That doesn't mean that there is no one that works for you. You will keep on trying until it works. You went into a business and the business crumbled, and you are scared of starting all over again or venturing into a different one. Why? You are scared of failing. What if I fail again? What will people say? My beloved friend, the important thing is you fail and you learn from your failure. When you fail, ask yourself, I have failed. What made me to fail? And you learn, and the next time you are doing, you do it in a different way so that you will not repeat the same mistakes that you have done before that made you to fail. So don't be scared of failing. It is human. We are imperfect, and so you will fall. Not once, severally. That doesn't mean that you are a failure. It just means that those number of times that you tried and you did not succeed were not done properly. And so you are going to do it in a different way, in a better way for you to make it. And so don't be scared of failing. If you ask most successful people in life, they are going to tell you how they struggled, how they failed severally. But you are seeing them be successful today and you admire them. Why? Because they didn't give up. Not because they didn't fail, but it's because they didn't give up. And that is why they are successful. And that is why they grew. And so what do you have to do? You really need to stop being scared of failing, because failing is part of the growth process. There is no one that will say, I have grown to the level I am in life without failing, without making a mistake. And so you are not the first to make that mistake. You won't be the last. So don't be scared. Fear not. Failing is part of the growth process. And so you are next in line in growing. Now, the fifth thing that you really need to stop doing if you want to grow is staying in your comfort zone, my beloved friend. So many of us are scared of the unknown. And so our comfort zone is where we are so comfortable with. We have been in our comfort zone for a long time. And even when the comfort zone is no longer comfortable, there is this fear of the unknown. And so we don't want to step out, even when we know the comfort zone is no longer safe for us. So my beloved friend, if you want to grow, you have to step out of your comfort zone. It is not easy. It is not easy. If anybody tells you it's easy, that person is lying. It is not easy. If you want to step out of your comfort zone, you need to learn how to endure. Because you are going to face a lot of trials and temptation. You are going to see the other side of life. Things are going to be tough and sometimes even tougher. But trust me, it won't last forever, because there is joy at the end of the tunnel. So many persons came out of their comfort zones and today they are smiling. I am a living testimony also. I had to come out of my comfort zone because I am shy. I told myself, how long will I remain in this my shell? I need to break out. I need to break out. If I need to grow in life, I need to step out of my comfort zone. Growth is visible. If you want to grow, people must see it. And so if you say, I am shy, then you don't want to grow. And so I told myself, my comfort zone was, I'm shy. But I told myself, I need to come out of this my shell. I have what it takes for me to be seen. So I must be seen because I must grow. And that is why I am encouraging you also. I don't want to know what you are passing through. I don't want to know the challenge. I don't know how you feel. Because those feelings are normal. They are not peculiar to you. So many persons out there are feeling the same way you are feeling. But my beloved friend, You know I won't mislead you because you are the friend I have come to be attached to. And so whatever I know that works for me, I'm going to share it with you. Come out of your comfort zone. I know it is not going to be easy. You are going to pass through a lot of pain, but that is part of the growth process and you won't regret it. Trust me. Now, the sixth thing that you are going to really stop doing for you to grow is what? Ignoring self-improvement. My beloved friend, life, as long as you are living, it is good you keep on upgrading yourself. And so you should be open to learning. You should be open to new ideas and new ways of doing things. And so self-improvement is very important. Always examine yourself. In this month, today, this week, what did I learn? What new thing did I come across? What knowledge have I acquired? What skill have I gotten? Self-improvement is very important, and most of us really ignore it. You don't have enough knowledge. There is no knowledge you are going to get that you say, this one I have gotten is okay for me. No. We are living in a digital era where information is open and is no longer hidden. And so whatever you want to get, you can source your answers and then get it. And so self-develop yourself, improve on yourself on a daily basis so that you won't be outdated. You'll be used to the trend. The world is revolving. So you need to keep on improving on yourself so that you won't look as if you are outdated or you are being left behind. It is very important for you to improve on yourself. If you know you are not good in speaking, learn it. If you know you are not good in writing, learn it. If you know your social life is bad, learn how to mingle with people, live with people, and do things. There are so many things you need to learn. Like presently, I'm trying to learn how to see people, take them just the way they are. Humans, as our faces differs, that is how our characters are. And so, how can I live in peace with those around me without quarrel, without having issues with them? That is currently what I am developing myself. How to tolerate people to the highest level. Because I've come to realize that it is not every time you pick offense. Sometimes you just have to behave as if you didn't even hear what the person said. You understand? Now, I want you to know that the seventh thing that you really need to stop doing is seeking constant validation. My beloved friend, it is not every advice that you will take. It is not everyone that you must listen to. It is not that anything you want to do, you want to seek for people's approval. What do you have to say on this thing I want to do? How do you do blah, blah, blah? If you want to seek for people's validation, my beloved friend, you won't grow. I want you to work with your conscience. Your conscience will always guide you properly when you are doing something right or wrong. Our conscience tells us. It's just that sometimes we do what we want to do. And so if you pay attention to your conscience, you don't need some validations. You don't need people to approve your life before you live it. You don't need people to start making you to feel important before you know that you are important. You don't need people to say, oh, you are talented, you are skilled, you are good. You don't need them to always mark you good or bad before you know who you are. I want you to know that at every point in time in your life, please know who you are. Knowing who you are and what you stand for is very important. And so there is an important question that you really need to ask yourself. When no one is watching, what did you love doing? What did you love doing when no one is watching you? It's a question you need to answer and is very important. What kind of personality did you want to be will always guide you in whatever you do? There are some certain things I want to do. I would tell myself, no, I can't do it because I have an image I am protecting. I have an identity. I have a trademark. I want to be known for something. And so I would tell myself, if I should do something like this, it is going to dent me. It is going to tarnish my image. And so I will stop it. Sometimes my friends will tell me, it doesn't matter. You are too conscious of your identity. Who do you think you are? Every time, my identity. I say, it's not a bragging thing. Everybody loves something. I want to be known for something. I want to live a certain kind of life. And if I do this thing you want me to do, it is going to tarnish the image I'm trying to create and then protect for myself. Because who I am becoming is someone I'm going to be proud of the next day. And so I am so conscious of the things I do. And so if you are conscious and you know who you are, and you know whom you are becoming, you don't need people's validation. You are always seeking for their validation because you don't know who you are. And so you are confused. And so please, know whom you are and whom you are becoming. It will help you a lot in not needing people's validation in your life. Now, the eighth thing that you really need to stop doing in order for you to grow in life is what? Stop waiting for the perfect moments. Waiting for the perfect moment have killed a lot of dreams, goals, and vision in life. And I am not kidding. So many persons want to start something. They are waiting for the perfect time when everything will be in place. And because life does not work like that, because life is full of ups and downs, my beloved friend, all things cannot be equal. That perfect time that you seek, you can't find it anywhere. When we are in school, we are taught that ceteris paribus, meaning all things being equal. And after school, after some years, I was discussing with one of my classmates, my friend, and I told him that, see, do you know these things, this thing they taught us, say all things being equal, is wrong, oh, because in reality, there is no time that everything will be equal, because we are living in this world that is full of imperfection, unforeseen circumstances, and so all things cannot be equal. We are living in a world where human beings, you can't predict them. Someone might be smiling, yet the person is thinking evil in the person's heart. And so all things cannot be equal. And so there is no perfect time. Have you not seen? You are planning that, okay, I will use this morning to cook. And then before you know it, you are not feeling fine. And that money you are supposed to use to cook, you will not use it to get drugs for yourself. You understand? So all things can never be equal. And so if you are still waiting for that perfect time, you are going to miss out a lot in life. There is no time that is perfect. And so stop waiting for perfect time in your life. If you really need to grow in life, whatever you have to do to self-improve on yourself, do it. You want to start a business, even if you don't have enough capital, start with what you have. That is what I'm talking about. Start it, and because you started it, with God's help, you are going to make it in that business. You want to go to school. Don't wait till you have all the money you need there to graduate before you start. Start it if you have the money for admission and then to buy your books. If you have a friend that you can squat, you follow. You use wisdom. Now is not a time for you to wait for the perfect time. What you need is to always use your common sense. Always use the wisdom you have. Because wisdom is profitable. There is no perfect time. And so always be wise in whatever decision you are making. Always take calculated risks. And be bold and courageous to do whatever you are doing. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. If I want to wait for everything to be perfect before I start content creation, my beloved friend, till today, I wouldn't have started, because I don't have all it takes for me to start if I want to look for everything. But I told myself, with the little I have, I will start. And with God's help, I will keep on adding and adding until I get everything I want. You understand? If you've been watching my video, you will see that there are little changes taking place in my videos, and that is because by God's grace we keep on improving and not waiting for the perfect time. You understand? This is a bonus one for anyone that have watched until this part, okay? Stop doubting yourself. I am a victim of this. Most at times, I don't wait for people to motivate me before I do whatever I want to do. But my issue is self-doubt. I always doubt my abilities. I always doubt my potentials. If I want to do something, I've come to realize that people believe in me more than the way I believe in myself. Sometimes people will ask me, it's like you don't know who you are, you don't know what you carry. I will smile. I am this kind of person that I always doubt myself. Others believe in me more than the way I believe in myself. And I told myself, if I really want to grow, then I need to believe in myself. And what do? I started believing in myself. When I started believing in myself, I saw that all those things I thought I couldn't do, I was doing them effectively. I was doing them even in a way and manner that I thought I can't. And that is the power of self-belief. Believe in who you are. Believe in your skills, in your abilities. Believe in what you can offer. You are better than the best. You have things in your life that you've not even tapped into. If I have not started creating content, I wouldn't have known that I can do something like this. To talk to the camera, not to be scared that people will hear what I say later. My beloved friend, believe in yourself. If you really want to grow, you need to start believing in yourself. If others believe in you, why don't you believe in yourself? Start believing in yourself so that you can grow. You are still where you are in life because you don't believe in yourself. And there is power when you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will see how far you will go in life. But if you always doubt yourself, even the simplest thing you won't be able to do because you don't believe you can do it. So please, 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 all these things are working in my life. And because I have stopped doing these things, you might look at me and say, fine, I didn't tell you I am now perfect. If you are seeing me like this, I'm just telling you that prior to this time, I wasn't like this. So with the help of all these things I told you, my life is becoming better and better by the day. I am becoming more confident. And I now believe in myself. And that is why, even if I create my content and nobody watches, I am not discouraged. And I am not feeling bad. Why? Because I know that I am creating impact in society. I know that one day someone will stumble into this video and the person will watch and will thank me for what I did in this video. And this really encourages me. It really gives me joy, okay? And so with all these things I have told you, if you are able to stop doing these things in your life, your growth is just a step away. You are the next in line because your time is now. This is Simplicity in Peak channel. I have other great content in this channel, and if you have not watched them, I really encourage you to check them out and watch them. Please drop your comments in the comment section below. These things I have shared with you in this video that you really need to stop. Which one is the one that hooks you the most? Let us discuss in the comment section. Until next time, I am Dora Bob.